In Osun State, police arrest one of the most wanted notorious killer stroke cultist, while in Oyo, army parades alleged murderers of Colonel Anthony Okeyim. Welcome to another edition of Crime Watch on Television Continental. I'm Ivy Kanu. In Abia, luck runs out of some criminals that vandalize power installations in the state, and in Lagos, police arrest a teacher for defiling a 6-year-old. We'll start off in Osun State. One of the most wanted notorious killer stroke cultists has been arrested by the police. 13 other persons have also been arrested for armed robbery and vandalism. Correspondent Ibrahim Alege has more in this report.
Recently, some suspected members of two gangs of notorious cultists were arrested after carrying out a series of killings in Osogbo and Ilesha. The police had been on the trail of other members of the gang, and on the first day of the year, one of the most wanted gang leaders was apprehended. Luck eluded 29-year-old Segun Oluwalogban, also known as Bado, when he attempted to snatch a motorcycle along Mogon Ibadan Road, Osogbo. He was chased and arrested by some local security guards.
He's still undergoing interrogation, and efforts have been intensified to arrest the other members of the gang. It has also been established that the arrested suspect is a notorious cultist who has also been implicated in about 3 other murders that had occurred before the recent one in Osogbo.
Despite being mentioned and identified as a serial killer by the leader of a rival cult group, Bado denies all the allegations.
I've never come across that small motive before in my life. I just met him here, and he just alleged me of being a cultist, and which I don't know anything about it. God is my witness.
How come this cutlass?
I don't know anything about it. I don't know anything about it. God is my witness.
6 persons were also paraded for motorcycle snatching, 5 of whom were said to have met in prison. 4 were arrested for buying the stolen motorcycles. We would hit their heads with rod and they would faint. Then we would steal their motorcycles. We forcefully stopped the motorcyclist and threatened him with machete. He surrendered, but if he had refused, we would have hit him.
We have, by the grace of God, succeeded in effecting the arrest of some of those robbers who have been terrorizing the commercial motorcyclists in Osogbo and environs. 4 of them have been arrested, and we have also succeeded in arresting the criminal receivers. The detectives have also succeeded in recovering 14 motorbikes stolen, suspected to have been stolen by the robbers. We have the opinion that this arrest will, to a large extent, give us some respite. But it's necessary that the commercial motorcyclists be wary of who they pick, especially when it is getting dark. And they should also be mindful of the places that they will traverse in the night, especially if their customers in quotes, ask them to start taking them to places that are lonely. They should desist from taking them to such places. We also have the suspects apprehended by the area commander Ife for vandalism, the vandalism of communication cables. They are also being processed accordingly for prosecution. It is necessary that we acknowledge the support of members of the public who have been extending their cooperation to the police. And we want to further ask that they continue to cooperate with us, to continue to cooperate and collaborate with us. We have all come to realize that the job of ensuring the security of life and property is not the sole business of the police and other security agencies, and that is actually paying off.
Tijani Kazim, Tijani Wale, and Ganiyu Muyiwa were arrested for vandalizing and stealing communications cables in Ile-Ife, while 49-year-old Olutayo Ifasheyi was arrested for being in possession of 14 bags of cannabis.
And still in Osun, 2 students of the Osun State University, allegedly shot by some policemen on Saturday, are currently recuperating at Deladoke at Kintola University Teaching Hospital, Osogbo. This is contrary to the rumor making the round that the students had given up the ghost. The students were allegedly shot on Saturday by ununiformed policemen while playing football. Some students of the institution had taken to the street, blocking some major roads in Osogbo. The State Commissioner of Police, Adeoye, visited the injured students on Monday at Lautech Teaching Hospital, where they are currently receiving treatment. Officials of the hospital disclosed that the injured students are responding to treatment. This was also corroborated by one of the injured students. CP Adeoye again reaffirmed that the officers allegedly involved in the shooting are already being tried.
They are doing fine and they are stable. As you've seen, one of them, both of them are alive and well.
We thank God that the students are doing very well. And I want to also let you know that the internal control mechanism to deal with the situation has been activated. The officers that allegedly went to that place are being tried in the agreement.
Our next stop will be in Abia State, where the police command has arrested 2 suspects who are alleged to specialize in vandalism of power installations in the state. The suspects, Obonna and Obioma, were among the more than 20 other suspects paraded by the police command. TVC correspondent Nnamdi Ofonye has more.
It is the beginning of the year 2017, and here are over 20 suspects arrested at different parts of Abia State for various criminal offenses ranging from vandalism, robbery, kidnapping, fraud, stealing, and illegal possession of firearms, among others. Among them are 2 friends, Obonna Ifegu and Obioma Iwu, who claim to be dealers in scraps, but were caught with EEDC installation cables estimated at about 2.5 million naira. The police also paraded other suspects, Nnenna Sunday, a female whose business is to erase expiration dates on beverages, Uchenna Uzoma, a trailer driver who was accused of defrauding a customs officer the sum of 900,000 naira, and Joseph Eke, who was caught right inside the post office after he broke into the office at night and tried to cut away over 1.6 million naira. Apart from these 2, who vehemently denied the allegation of raping a female copper leveled against them, all the suspects confessed to the crimes.
They brought me here because I saw my guy asked me to clean this because that is how he has been doing it.
Your guy asked you to clean it?
That is how he has been doing it before he employed me.
We are just picking scrap. We saw the cable. We are picking scrap. We saw the cable, so that we decided to go and cut it and sell.
I drive in 7-Up, so the man paid money into my account for me to buy a drink for him inside 7-Up. So which I didn't succeed to buy the drink after the day he told me. And later arrested me, said that I defrauded him.
Whatever the police has said is just the truth. I even thank the police for coming to my rescue, because if not, then maybe I would have been killed. It's just that I went to play pool, so I saw a lot of money the woman was counting. I've not seen such money before. I was moved. I'm a barrel pusher. I struggle to get money. I don't steal, but I was moved seeing the money. I had no other choice. I had to wait behind. If I was a good burglar, I would have gone. So after the operation, I got the money. I couldn't go. and the police has been doing their job. They rescued me, got the money.
If not for the efficiency and professionalism of the men of the Abia State Police Command, Sebastian Azubogo would have either lost his hard-earned 500,000 naira or his child might have been kidnapped. The plot was allegedly masterminded by Memma Edith, a young lady that works as an employee of his wife. Edith's cover blew after she called the phone of her accomplice in the crime in her effort to confirm the success of the kidnap, but unknown to her, the phone was in the possession of the police.
For a month now, I've been receiving some calls and text messages. On 15th December, a message came to my wife's phone. The message started like this. The first message said, "Good morning, woman. If you really love your son's life, including your life, make sure you are with your son today. Do not show yourself as much today. Some really want you and your son to kidnap and kill. Just do as I said and don't call me now. Be 100% careful today. I will be the one to inform you." Then another message came, and when they wrote it, they were demanding 500,000 naira. The second one said, "We are demanding from you a ransom of 500,000 naira from you. You are to arrange the request, to arrange the requested amount within 1 to 4 days now. Someone has paid for your life, including your son's life. Now listen to me. This is a little secret between I and you."
It happened without my knowledge. God knows.
Who did you call on?
It was my brother, my junior brother. He told us that he was going out.
So that means that your junior brother was among the gang.
He's among the gang, but God knows I'm not the one that gave him the information.
During the parade briefing, the Commissioner of Police, Leyo Yebade, noted that the war against criminality in the state is total and warned all criminals to turn to new leaves, else the newly adopted and improved strategies of the command will catch up with them.
Is in the command of the need to reinvigorate and re-engineer the aggressive anti-crime strategies embarked upon last year, which yielded tremendous positive results. The command reiterates her readiness to sustain the fight against heinous crime to a standstill by improving on the existing security strategies, which include, among others, intelligence-led policing, raiding of criminal hideouts, and visibility policing.
The police said that all the suspects will be charged to court immediately investigations are concluded.
Shukuran tubarakallah, mu kasinan duk duniya bata ba mu baya ba. Masha Allah, shukuran tubarakallah, mu kasinan duk duniya bata ba mu baya ba. Bismillahi farko da sunan Jalla shine abin somawa. Komai zan yi in har na sa sunan ka to abin bai kwabewa. Nai maka godiya Jalla kai ka hukunta na zamo dan kasinawa. Idan ka kasance a kasina ka wuce guri ba za a ma guri. Ka daina sakin baki na ce ka bar cika baki. Ku kasinawa garin ku ba 'yan kasuwa ba 'yan boko ba. Ke saurara wannan ƙaryar da kika.
The Nigerian Army says it has made a breakthrough into investigations into the circumstances surrounding the death of the former commandant of the Command Secondary School, Akpata, Ibadan, Colonel Anthony Okeyim. The military says it has in its custody 6 individuals believed to have played a major role in the killing of the senior officer in his residence. Correspondent Famous Co has more.
After waiting endlessly for 5 years to be promoted to the rank of Brigadier General, Colonel Anthony Okeyeyim was found lifeless in his official residence in Akpata, Ibadan, sometime in December 2016. He was said to have suffered intracranial hemorrhage caused by fracture of the skull. The army says these 6 suspects were responsible for the death of the top military officer.
Today, I am pleased to inform you that a breakthrough has been made in the investigation. We have in our custody 6 individuals who we have reasons to believe played very roles in the killing of the late senior officer.
The suspects were said to have traced the late colonel to his apartment, snuffed the life out of him, and made away with his mobile phone. That crime exposed them.
The phone has been in possession of the first mentioned suspect. This incident occurred precisely about a month ago, and since then we've been tracking it. The Department of State Security Service, the Director in Oyo State, and the Assistant Director of Operational Intelligence and myself have been working since then. We got access to all the numbers that were used to call this fellow, and he has been carelessly using the number to talk to other people.
Bisoyi Kehinde is a Bureau de Change operator. He says he was misled by friends and feigned knowledge of the crime.
This boy named Solomon that he first interviewed, I met him at Akpata police station where he was arrested with a wig and cutlass with which they said he used to rob. But being that his father was a policeman and his family a policeman, they bailed him that day. Later on the 11th of December 2016, I just took my bath and was coming out. Then I met this man called Tai Ejima on the road. When I met him, he asked where I was going to. I said I was just going out, and he asked me to enter into the car. That I thought they were going clubbing. He said they were going clubbing, so I entered into the car. On entering into the car, we left we went towards Akpata Road. When we reached Akpata, the 4 of them entered into a house. I was outside. They asked me to stay outside. While I was outside, after about 10 minutes, they called me. Somebody called on me. The person's voice I heard was this Tai's voice. He asked me to help them switch off the gen.
The army says this young man is the mastermind of the heinous crime. He is a former student of the Command Secondary School. Solomon Emmanuel was exposed for stealing the sum of 750,000 naira while in secondary school. He was found in possession of the late colonel's phone.
That night I was at home when Kehinde called me and told me that they are going out, that I should come and follow them. So I came to roundabout. I saw Kehinde with his friends. Then I said they are going for clubbing. So I followed them. Unknowingly, I don't know what they want to do, coincidentally. So when we got to Tiniti Junction at Akpata, they came down, they left me at the car post. They went with bikes. So after they went with bikes with those his friend, so Kehinde saw him coming down from the car, he saw his girlfriend. So he was like talking to the girl before they now left. Literally an hour later, that's when I saw them. Then I came back. After they came back, he brought out the phone from his pocket. That's Kehinde. Brought out, that's Shegun. He brought out phone from his pocket. After he brought the phone out, Kehinde took the phone. I collected the phone from him and told him that who owns it. He said it's for Shegun. And I told him that I like this phone, that I would like to buy it. And I told me that he's not the owner, that I should ask Shegun. So that's how I bought the phone from Shegun.
All the suspects are unemployed and blame their current travails on the prevailing economy. Meanwhile, the army urged parents to be wary of the kind of company their wards keep. The chief div of the Nigerian army says the suspects would be handed over to the police for prosecution.
Good job by the army. Now I'm back here in Lagos. Assistant Inspector General of Police in charge of Zone 2, comprising of Lagos and Ogun State, has paraded a teacher who was alleged to have defiled a 6-year-old child. He was amongst other suspects paraded at the zone.
The first is the instead of defilement, which I think it will actually interest you. On the 10th of January 2017, the Zone 2 X squad arrested one Stanley Akamnu M and one Olakunle Hassan M, both teachers in a private primary school in the Amuodo part of Lagos State, for serially defiling their 6-year-old female pupil, name withheld, for over a period of months. Investigation revealed that during extramural classes, the teachers showed pornography on their laptop to the pupil and made her practice same on them. The pupil has been taken to a government hospital where it was medically established that she had been deflowered. Suspect will soon be charged to court.
My name is Akano Stanley.
Okay. Where are you from?
I'm from Imo State. I was born in April 1975. So by calculation, I'm 42 years.
Can you tell us what happened?
Okay. Thank you for the opportunity. What really happened was on Friday, 13th of this month, I was in my class. As a matter of fact, I'm a trained and a practicing teacher. I was in my class and I was sent.
What's your background? You're a trained teacher. Where did you study?
I studied at Adri Ogunsoya.
Janike.
Yes. So I was in my class.
Where did you
Economic ECOPO, that is Economic Political Science. So I was in my class and I was sent to come over to my proprietor's office. I came and I met 2 officers.
And you were arrested?
I was arrested. Now that's the allegation anyway, but it has not been proven so far, because she said I used to show her pornographic pictures, and the officers took me to my residential house. From the office, they took me to my residential house. They picked up my system, and since Friday, even till today's morning, I was in the AC's office. He used his modem. To God be the glory. That system, since a parent gave it to me as appreciation, I have not used it for internet whatsoever. So nothing is found.
Are you a class teacher?
No.
Who is a class teacher?
Ngozi Okoro.
But why then did she single you out?
Thank you. What really happened is I'm teaching a common entrance class. So we close by 2:30 and we drill the pupils through to 4. So sometimes, parents, they will come by after 4 to pick their kids. So the girl in question, Melody, is the love of everybody in the school. She keep on telling me, I want to do lesson. When I met the mom, I said, look at what this girl is saying. And the elder brother to this girl is in primary 6. So the boy stays till after 4 as well. I now told the mom, say, just give her 2 exercise books. I have 8 pupils in my class, 5 girls and 3 boys. Let her come and stay and do her class homework. And she agreed. So after school, she will always come to the class and do her homework. Anywhere she's having issues, I'll put her through, and that's all. Okay. Addition to this, my class in question, I will be the one to shut the door of that class and leave. So there is no day from Monday to Friday that a child will not be in that class. It's not possible. I don't want to use insultive languages, but if I am a parent as well, if I am to be the parent of this girl, I would have started my investigation at home. Because according to the woman in the AIG's office, she said when they traveled, the girl kissed the elder brother's penis. That was how she come to know about it. Now, if she kills the elder brother's penis first, second, and thrice. It means this is what they have been doing, and unfortunately, it happened that day. So she should have started the investigation at home.
So I was shocked that on Friday this just popped up, and the same girl in question, I never made any contact with her.
How were you mentioned in this case?
Good. She claimed that she walked up to me and whispered in my ear, telling me that she wants to suck my penis. And then I took her to a corner and asked her where she learnt it from. She said from a laptop. Then I just pulled up my trouser and then she started sucking.
Do you have a laptop?
I have a laptop. The laptop was seized on Friday while we came here as well, and they've checked it. They didn't find anything at all in it. So I don't know where this is coming from, but I know that God himself would vindicate me. I didn't do it.
How old are you?
I'm 25.
Where do you live?
I live in Okota.
On 27th of December, I noticed that my girl was playing with other children. Then she ran to one of the boys among them and gave him a peck on his penis. That is the spot of his penis. So I called both of them and I asked the boy what happened. He innocently said he doesn't know what happened. So when I asked my daughter, she was shivering and said nothing. So that got me inquisitive. I took her inside, asked her more questions, pressed further, before she now said it is something she watched on a computer. And I asked on whose computer. She said on her teacher's computer. So the detail that she gave me is whenever they are having lesson in school, after other children may have left, her class teacher will put on the laptop for her to be watching erotic adult movies. And after that, he will come to her, start caressing her body, touching her, and then he penetrated her with his penis and his fingers. Well, when I waited for my husband, I gave him the information. Then he now came over to the police and handed the case over to them. As a mother, I'm heartbroken, just like any mother is. Okay, so, but I just pray that justice take its course.
And just before we wrap up, remember, security is everyone's business. Let's keep our society safe by giving useful information to security operatives. Send your comments coming to crimewatch@tvcnews.tv. Till next time, I'm Ivy Kano.